The world famous KROQ.
Kevin in the morning.
All right, what you're about to hear might be the most Muggs thing ever.
That's saying something.
He was on the red carpet for the movie Spenser Confidential. Now, I, like most of you, have not heard of that. So I looked it up.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. It comes out Friday on Netflix.
Yes.
And it stars Mark Wahlberg, Winston Duke, Alan Arkin, Eliza's in it, Mark Maron's in it, Post Malone is in it. Looks pretty good.
All
yeah.
right.
And I think you remember when we had Liza Schlesinger, she had brought up being in another Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yes.
This is the one.
This is the one, and it comes out Friday on Netflix. And Muggs was on the red carpet, and this was his big opening to say, "Hey, everybody, I'm here. Check me out."
Beer Mug here in Westwood for the premiere of Spenser Confidential, starring Mark Wahlberg and Winston Duke. This movie looks awesome. I've seen the trailer. I'm about to talk. I almost had that.
I mean, look,
So close, dude.
look, as a guy who almost has it a lot,
Yeah.
I'm going to give that to you for the win.
I mean, that
That's
was
acceptable.
multiple sentences.
I think we got the information we needed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say thumbs up on that one.
Thank you.
Good job.
Now,
Thank
he,
you.
he talks to James Dumont, who is a character actor. You may or may not know him. Muggs knew him from one movie. When was Speed? When did Speed come out?
I believe Speed was 1994.
Something in there, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what Muggs wanted to talk about.
Right.
Not Spenser
Which is kind of
Confidential.
it's kind of like code for like what the F happened, man.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I did a little research before you came up, and I found out, James, that you're in one of my all-time favorite action movies, behind Point Break.
Can I
Yes.
Can I point something out?
Please.
You said I did some research, so it wasn't even like you recognized his face.
Right.
You were like, I looked up your IMDb,
Yeah.
then realized who you are.
You got it.
I found out. Not I
found out.
recognized you. I found out via this research.
Okay.
And that's not the most insulting thing he does.
And also,
Oh, no.
Also, it's a great movie, just right behind another one you're not in. Point
Yeah.
Break.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speed.
Speed for sure, dude. That's the best one.
Speed.
That's like that's Die Hard on a bus. You can't go wrong.
All right. So now he's thinking, okay, we talked about Speed. Let's put that behind us
Yes.
and move on to the current thing.
Who'd you play in Speed? You got to remember.
I'm in the opening scene of Speed. I get killed in like the first 5 minutes.
Well,
you can't miss me in this one. This is the thing. Like you have to be really.
Okay, that's a pretty good pivot.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty small
Yeah.
role in Speed, but check me out in this one
Yeah.
because I'm all over it. And so then they keep talking about that.
Really baked and really just like not aware to like because I'm in like 80 movies, but they're like, oh, what are you in? What scene? I don't want to have to explain anymore. You know what I mean? And every scene I don't have to explain anymore. I don't.
He's so happy that he's moving on to this new movie. And
Yes.
he doesn't have to explain who he was and what role he plays.
That's awesome, James. I was going to go back to Speed real quick.
No, what? No, what?
Don't
Great.
do it.
He worked so hard to correct that car into the lane he wanted to go in, and you're like, you know what?
It's great.
Good for you.
I needed more information about
How much
Speed.
more information do you need about Speed? The dude literally says, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Like, that's it.
He was honestly a glorified extra in it.
Yeah.
Well, he said he was in the opening scene,
We
and I just
heard.
wanted to find out more.
Okay.
How much more do you need? I'm saying he's trying desperately to get this interview to talk about the movie where he can finally stop explaining what he does. And you go, I'd like to go back to that other movie
Yeah.
so you can tell me what you do.
From 20 years ago, I need a detail.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome, James. I was going to go back to Speed real quick because
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here for that.
Here we go.
I met Dennis Hopper in Malibu one time, driving on PCH. Yeah. And he was so cool. He was in his Mercedes, and it was me and my buddy. And I just looked over, and I'm like, Dennis! And he turned and he waved. And I can't believe that guy stabbed you in the head with a screwdriver.
Absolutely.
That is a solid story right there. I'd like to buy the rights to it.
So good. And he can't believe that guy who was so nice to him while driving killed a guy in a movie.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. 20 years ago,
20 years
whatever
ago.
it was, yeah. Now he talks to Sean O'Keefe, and he's pretty sure this dude wrote a movie that he's a fan of, so he brings it up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Sean. Well, it's very nice meeting you. I saw the trailer for Spenser Confidential. It looks awesome. I did a little background on you before you walked up here, and I found out
Again, I found out, meaning I had no idea who you...
that you wrote one of my favorite horror movies of all time, scary movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Did you?
I wish I had written that.
Well,
didn't
This
write
happened
that.
so much.
I saw on his IMDb, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Right.
And
He
I
didn't write it, though,
I-
is what he tells you.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Did you?
I wish I had written that. I was.
Is that an IMDb error?
No, I'm on IMDb for it, not the writer.
I can't believe IMDb got it wrong, Muggs is saying.
Right.
What?
But, I mean, I'm almost excited to hear how it's a mistake.
I was slaving away as an assistant on that movie.
Okay.
He was an assistant.
College
Continued
student.
success, man.
Yeah.
Continued success.
Oh, so sweet though.
Who knew that assistants got credits on IMDb?
They don't. That's just incorrect.
It
Yeah.
has to be.
No. I mean,
Continued success. Keep up that writing career.
he did write Spenser Confidential.
Yeah, I mean, he's
pretty successful.
I mean, you should bring up his assistant job.
Now, Muggs describes to a guy from Boston, Kip Weeks, describes the Boston accent to him for some reason.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, you just all ARs are ah, and ERs are ah.
Right.
Okay.
Right, Allie?
That's
nope.
pretty much
No.
the rule.
I mean, you drop the A and then you also add an R when there should be
Okay.
an A.
I heard a specialist one time
Yeah.
say,
ARs are ah, and ERs are ah.
I mean, that's pretty tough to argue.
It's pretty good.
Just forget about the letter R.
I gotta ask you.
All right, what do you think he's going to ask? I will give you $100 if either of you can guess. So obviously it's not where you think it's going to go.
Well, as
$100.
someone who just looked up the credits of the guy he thought wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer, and it says clearly in big words, assistant to Miss Chafin, directly on the IMDb.
Right. Where's he going to go from here?
Sky's the limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best thing besides Mark Wahlberg to come out of Boston.
Oh, not
I like
bad,
that question.
Muggs.
Muggs, I like
Yeah,
it.
Kevin
Thank
doesn't like
you.
it.
No,
I like it.
Now, 2
I
to
like
1.
it.
He's been outvoted.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Thank you.
Okay, they're
Yeah.
outvoted. That's
Yeah.
a good question.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Okay, wow. You got the Dropkick Murphys.
Yes.
You got the Red Sox. You got the New England Patriots. You got the Boston Celtics. You've got the Bruins. We're pretty good there in the sports world.
Yeah, that's not what you want necessarily.
It's kind of a dead-end answer.
Tell
but
me all about the Boston sports franchises
Yeah.
that have done really well that Southern Californians hate.
Yeah.
Alexandra Vino.
Rare.
Oh no, how's this gonna go?
Oh, yeah.
It's not
no.
It's not as bad as you would think.
Did you fool around with the Boston accent before this movie, or was this your first foray into it?
It was my first time doing a Boston accent.
Look at you, word of the
Very
day.
good. Yeah.
Hey,
Word of the
Muggs.
day.
I love that food.
Oh no.
Brandon Scales shows up, and Muggs wants to know what it was like working with Mark Wahlberg,
Great.
which I think is a valid question.
I am here with actor Brandon Scales. You play Terrence in Spenser Confidential. What was it like working along? How many scenes do you have with Mark?
I don't really have a whole lot of scenes with Mark in this one.
By the way, if he had any, he would have said one.
Right.
If he had one, he would have said one.
Probably doesn't have any.
He
right?
has to say, I literally don't have any scenes with him.
Okay.
That's why
Now-
you ask.
That's
I
why
guess
you
he
asked.
wouldn't. Muggs wouldn't know. He hasn't seen the film.
Correct,
Okay.
yes. All right, so here's what I'm going to tell you. We need to take a break.
Okay.
He interviews Steve Jablonsky
Yes.
for an hour and a half.
He's the man, guys.
Who is he?
He is the best
He does
composer
soundtracks. Yes.
Oh,
in the world.
Soundtracks, yes.
Focusing on.
By the way, he is great at it.
I'm sure he's incredible, but we also have Mark Wahlberg. We
Alan
have
Arkin.
Little Rel Howard, Alan
interviews.
Arkin. I mean, we have people who clearly would
He
have been
speaks to
bigger guests.
Eliza
Yeah, Liza
for an
Schlesinger,
extremely short time.
who's a friend of the show.
Yes. So we're
Right.
going to take a quick break and we'll come back with more of Beer Mug on the red carpet. The guy who did the music is Steve Jablonsky. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why Muggs has the inability to not mention other people who are also great at what they do.
Give me Hans Zimmer.
Here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about. Forget Hans Zimmer. Forget Danny Elfman.
Forget the guy's clearly more accomplished in your field.
Why? Why not just ask him about him?
Look, I was trying to build him up on the precipice that I have put him in my own category of composers.
And he knows that in Jablonsky's head, Zimmer and Elfman are the ones above him. So
Yes.
he wants to bring him above in the ranks.
Yes.
I see. So
Jensen.
you're really concerned about his mental health and
Yes.
his status of where he is.
That is lovely.
I want to prop
That's
him
sweet.
up. I
That's
wanna
very
prop him
sweet.
up.
Very sweet.
Yeah, who, right? I got Steve Jablonsky, composer of Spenser Confidential. Not only of Spenser Confidential, one of my favorite soundtracks and scores of all time. Steve, I'm so happy to tell you. I'm so happy you're standing in front of me. What you did for Pain and Gain.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
What?
What he made, what he created.
Now, we don't need you to recreate the
Right.
entire interview, which is about 10 minutes long.
Pain and Gain, the Rock and Mark Wahlberg film, right?
What year?
I gotta say, early 2010s.
Okay.
Is unreal, dude. How do you do it? I haven't seen Spenser Confidential. I saw the trailer, but I haven't seen the movie yet. But so let's just go back. How do you write such an emotional, awesome score? Because we're going back to Pain and Gain. I know. Awesome. I got somebody who's a music head, like loving that, just like that. That whole track.
What?
That whole album.
What?
That whole album. How do you do it?
What?
Oh man, that's a big question. Well, thank you first of all. I haven't heard that name for a while.
Wow.
Max can't believe what you said.
What was I doing?
It's a good question, but it's,
I'm going to suggest that
good.
this will be a finalist in the best Muggs interviews of all time.
that was great.
Yes.
That was very good.
Because we've only heard the beginning.
Okay.
Steve, I think that's a whole different movie if your music's not in it.
I appreciate that.
Pain and Gain, not as good
yeah.
if Steve Jablonsky didn't do the music.
Very
That's
nice.
the truth.
Okay?
KROQ listeners, I'm not kidding you. I'm not blowing smoke. Check out the Pain and Gain soundtrack.
Gotta be on Spotify and all that.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, oh, we'll get to the movie now, Spenser Confidential.
What's the track? What was it? Getting Pumped?
Oh yeah.
I did that.
I wish I had the track listing in front of me. The build up, the one that goes, I can't even do it. I'm not gonna even try to like.
That was good. That was good. I need you to make sound for my next score.
You're too kind, Steve. You're too kind. Well, I can't wait to see Spenser Confidential, especially now that I know you've composed the soundtrack, because the score. I mean, dude, amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm a huge fan. Really, I'm not just saying that. How much time?
You guys think he's finished?
No.
No, he's not. He's not even close to being finished.
You notice also that he hasn't handed the mic over at all. Like,
Correct.
you can hear Jablonsky, but
Oh,
he's
it's
in the
all him.
background, barely audible.
How much time you got? Okay, because I want to hold on. I gotta pull up and tell you, because I don't know about. I mean, I haven't listened to it in a while, but I swear to God,
Back to Pain
I
and Gain.
listened to it one time on repeat.
Tell me you're looking through your phone for his soundtrack.
Oh my God! I'll tell you right now. Well, my favorite one. Okay. Oh my God!
Not
I'm
on my
failing. I'm
20 something.
Oh my God! I'm failing, Steve. I'm sorry. Give me one. Pain and.
So Muggs is going to bail, right? Because he can't remember any of the names of the song.
I mean,
So bail.
he did ask him how much time he has.
Yeah.
Right
True, he
before
did.
this.
That was polite. That was polite.
Score. Here we go. Track.
Oh, God.
It is so hard. Okay. Okay. Not I'm big.
Trying to think of the name of the song.
Hold on. Track.
From Pain and Gain, not this movie.
This guy's on the red carpet.
Yeah.
So I'm like nervously typing. Not
Yeah.
okay. I'm big. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
He's going through his phone, Allie.
Muggs, I
Wait.
love you so much.
Way
That's
more,
happening.
Way more pain than gain.
That's happening. This is happening.
There we go. Steve Jablonsky on All Music. Here we go. This is gonna have it. Here we go.
This is real time.
Was there any part of you that went, I need to bail on that one now? Because
It's too deep.
I'm going through my phone to talk to a guy who does music about a movie in 2011
He's too
12.
deep, Kevin.
I think I just got lost in
Really?
the moment.
He's Donnie Brasco'd.
Honestly,
He's too
all
deep.
we need is for you to yell at someone. What's the password for the carpet?
Yep. Hold, please.
Here we go. Okay. Okay. It is.
Well, at least he's got it now.
Sometimes you gotta run.
Oh yeah.
The
Nice.
build up in that. Dude.
You like that?
That's when the rock.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, now
Everyone's off mic.
now we hear all of Steve and none of Muggs.
Everyone's off mic.
Not sure why that happened.
Gets out.
Yeah, he runs basically.
So real quick, because I know you're busy. You watched the movie.
It's way too late for real quick. You passed real quick 10 minutes ago.
Oh my God!
So good.
Hold, please.
While you write the score in your head simultaneously, what's the process like?
I mean, it's not simultaneous. I'll say that.
Right.
It's not like he's watching the movie and writing the music simultaneously.
He's on the set
not
watching a
possible.
scene on
Yeah.
a piano. Yeah.
I swear to God, the film Pain and Gain takes place in Miami. Last time I was in Miami, I literally was driving around.
Still talking to Steve Jablonsky. Still talking about Pain and
Pain
Gain.
and Gain, yeah.
Set in Miami.
Listening to that,
Yeah.
just because it fits.
Awesome. I've never been. I gotta go.
Really?
I don't know if I can listen to my own music while I drive around.
Come on, why not, Steve? Steve, thank you so much. Continued success. You're the man. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Steve Jablonsky. I don't think I've ever geeked out over anybody that hard before.
Glad you did.
Why?
Real glad you did.
So happy.
Why would you make him stand there while you thumb through your phone to find the name of a song that's not on this movie?
For the first time ever on the history of this show, I have no defense.
You've never had a defense.
You shouldn't have.
That's the beauty of it.
I have no defense for that.
I thought
so
it was
good.
wonderful.
I thought it was wonderful.
All right, let's continue.
That was great.
That's legit. Uh-oh. Who's cheering? What are we cheering for?
Steve
going on?
Jablonsky.
Oh, Wahlburgers just showed up.
Yeah!
The true star of Spenser Confidential.
Man.
All right.
Wahlburgers.
How about a little Alan Alda?
It's Alan Arkin,
Okay.
not Alda, yeah.
Okay. So really quick, and he starts off really quick. He understands that.
Just want to tell you I'm a huge fan. You are part of my life. It's really good. Oh, thank you, Mr. Arkin. That means a lot. It's really good to see you. Tell me real quick your character in Spenser Confidential, because it's awesome to see you on the big screen again.
All right, you ask him about this movie. Good.
Right.
I've been on the big screen every year for 50 years.
It's good to see you in movies again. I'm in a movie
Alan Arkin.
Every year for 50 years, I've been on the big screen.
Alan Arkin. He's Alan Arkin.
Mr. Arkin, did you see that Wahlburgers just got here?
What did you do with all that time off since 50 years ago when you were on the screen?
Did you see Pain and Gain?
Your character in Spenser Confidential, because it's awesome to see you on the big screen again.
I've been on the big screen every year for 50 years.
Now, I can tell you for sure, because I've been in this situation, he's being really kind.
Yes.
He's just pointing that. He didn't know whether to.
No, he's not
No,
mad.
he's just poking in a fun way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. But you're right. But it's always good to see you, is what I meant. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to come across like that.
I've never been so insulted in my life. Who do you think you are?
He's the best.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? He ended with that. And I say Muggs. That's who he is.
That's a dream.
Oh my God, I love
All
it.
right, I still have Eliza and I still have Mark Wahlberg.
Take my what's happening.
Yeah.
Take my what's
Yeah, it's
happening,
worth it.
please.
Three
Worth it.
breaks?
Yeah,
Yes.
3 breaks. We'll come back.
Yes.
It's so good, Muggs.
We'll take a break and we'll come right back.
Wahlburgers is here.
All right, beer mug on the record.
The rare 3-segmenter.
Holy moly.
I don't know how long it's been since we've done 3 segments on
Been a
this.
while.
He is literally decompressing in between these, like really rethinking what
He's
you
more
did.
surprised than you guys are.
Yes.
That's the scary part. He's like, what happened? I didn't even remember that.
I think I blacked out.
He's out of body. God.
All right, listen, Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is up now.
Ready.
She said Jablonsky told me I had to get out of here.
I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
So Mark Wahlberg, star of the movie, now stops by.
Why is everybody clapping? Wahlburgers is here!
Hey, Mark. Nice to meet you, my man. All right, you ready, Sean? Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, all of a sudden he's a professional.
Right.
Sean,
Right.
you ready? You rolling? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Have you seen Pain and Gain, Mark? Oh, you're in it? Okay. Jablonsky's the score, though, right?
The man of Spenser Confidential. He's on the poster with Winston Duke.
He's on the poster. Is a good thing to
Yeah.
Star.
You might know him, Mark Wahlberg. Mark, real quick, you got to go in, so I'm going to keep it short. Number one, any action movie with you in it, I'm seeing. I just geeked out with Steve Jablonsky about Pain and
Oh my
Gain.
God.
He's talking about Pain and Gain right now.
Oh my God.
Right now he's talking about it with Mark Wahlberg. Yeah! He went back to Pain and Gain.
Yeah, he did.
And referenced Steve Jablonsky.
Yep.
Sure did.
Like the soundtrack and the movie. I fell in love with The Rock even more in that movie, and you. Number two.
Also you.
Is Mark not mic'd? He's talking right now, right? Bring me back.
He's
a little?
about to talk.
He's about to talk. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
All right.
One of Dwayne's best performances by far.
Both of you guys, you killed it. You took like a crazy story and kind of made it comical, which is nuts.
Fun, yeah. It's crazy because people don't realize that it was a true story.
Yeah.
So when it gets a little dark, it gets a little crazy. But
All right, just a reminder that Muggs is going to make this quick because he knows that Mark
Yes.
Wahlberg has to get in.
I saw the trailer for Spenser. I can't wait to. I didn't want to watch it because I tend to be a blabbermouth and give out everything away while I'm talking to the cast. So the important thing on my list right now, I've never had a Wahlburger, and you were generous enough to drop these off to the hungry.
that was Post Malone.
Post Malone, really? All right.
Posty couldn't be here tonight, and every time.
Where'd the
Do
mic
you
go?
want to mic him up?
I don't know what I was doing with my mic technique, but it
I
clearly.
do. You were pointing it away from him.
An incorrect use of technique.
This is the star of the movie.
None.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Let's hear that. A little bit of that.
He couldn't be here tonight, and every time I get a call, the post is at Wahlberg's.
Oh, there he is.
From the second it opens until the middle of the day.
Post Malone, not a surprise. He's at Wahlburgers from
it.
first when it opens first thing to midday.
Eating everything on the menu. So, he was kind enough to send those to everybody.
Can I have your permission to take a bite in front of you? In front. All right. Because I've never had one. I would like just real quick.
All right. So now,
You guys, real quick.
now he's got a burger.
I
I
legitimately don't remember any of this.
that can't be true. That can't be
I
true.
legitimately don't remember what he said in his answers. I don't remember.
Really?
I just heard that back, and
You don't remember any of this?
no, I really don't. I blacked out. I had it blacked
Perfect
out.
answer.
This is insane.
Perfect answer.
Wow, is this rock bottom for you? You're gonna have to stop smoking weed.
Something.
Stop
Something
drinking,
needs-
whatever?
Something needs to change.
Great.
Okay.
All right, he doesn't remember any of it. Let's continue.
This looks delicious. We got the cheese. We got the. Is there onions?
Okay, so he's in a rush. I understand you're in a rush. Let's hurry through this.
Is this technically the biggest star maybe we've gotten on a red carpet with Muggs? I mean, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, because most
very
of
big.
Most of the time they walk past him like they should.
Yeah.
He's no Jablonsky.
And by the way, yes, that is true. This was the only premiere that I got pretty much the entire cast.
It's good that you don't remember a second of it.
Yeah, massively famous.
That's the best.
Let's talk about your burgers.
I don't know. Mine looks kind of plain. Doesn't look like it has all the goods on it.
Why would you say, do you mind if I eat this in front of you? What?
Fetish?
That's not a thing. It's not a thing people do.
It's Muggs' kink.
I'm going to eat a Wahlburger in front of Mark
In front of Mark.
Wahlberg.
Do you mind if I eat it in front of you?
It's not
What
like
the?
It's like he's eating it in front of a cow. Like, man, you need to see this.
That is a pretty good burger, Mark Wahlberg.
Got to go to the restaurant so you can have it fresh right off the grill.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
All right, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Now he walks away.
Yeah.
I love it. I had a Wahlburger in front of Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah, well, it's just like 30 seconds
Yeah,
ago.
we got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good recap, though.
Love it.
Holy hell.
Hold, please.
Look at that. Mark Wahlberg taking a picture with every fan here. He's really a man of the people right there. Look at that.
He, I think, has a boner. I'm not positive. The way he's looking at Mark Wahlberg is that he wants to take a bite out of him.
Oh.
That's how he's looking.
I mean, understandable, Muggs.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's hot.
Look at him taking pictures. Really a true man of the people.
Look at that. Mark Wahlberg taking a picture with every fan here. He's really a man of the people right there. Look at that. He's not going in until he gets a picture with everyone. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Man of the people right there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Muggs. Are we clapping for Wahlburgers?
I think the whole thing.
You're welcome, I guess.
You honestly don't remember anything about it.
I think I was just I hadn't done a red carpet in such a long time. I think I was just overwhelmed and,
I love it.
and starstruck, and I just blanked, and I
hope that happens again.
Me too.
just acted like an asshole.
Somebody needs to check on Steve Jablonsky.
God bless Jablonsky. God bless him.
Kevin in the Morning with Ali and Jensen on KROQ.